Good morning everybody, I'm fresh out of the shower and I have just put on a little bit of my Tatcha Dewy skin cream because my skin is feeling a little bit dry. I don't know why I always self tan my face because I always regret it after and cleanse my face so much to try and like take it back, but I do like that little bit of bronziness that I get, so maybe I really need to invest in actually a face fake tan for myself. So that's something I'm going to look into today. Do you guys notice anything different about me? It's the side part. Okay guys, I'm all about hydrating the skin. If you saw my Instagram stories the other day, I was like, I did a self-care Sunday. I took it to the extreme. It was full on. Like my hair was moisturized, my brows were moisturized, my feet were moisturized. I promised myself I'm going to do that like once a fortnight. So the first thing that I'm going to do to hydrate my skin today is take the Vital Hydra solution from Sephora. This one's from Dr. Jart. And these are basically tiny little capsules. Ooh. They look like washing detergent things. Okay, so basically what you need to do is pop a capsule and put it all over your face. Oh yes, that's like a glass of water for my skin. That feels so beautiful. I love this stuff. So I'm just rubbing that on with my fingers. So now I'm taking my little tool here from Sephora and basically we're just going to rub that into my face, especially this area here. It's just going to help lift and bring a lot of blood flow. I'm going to run that through my cheeks first. I can get a little puffy in this area from when I wake up in the morning. And we're going to run it across the jawline. Oh, this feels amazing. This is just going to help bring a little bit more plumpness to the skin and wake it up a little. It's quite early. I woke up so early today. Man, that stuff feels so good. Okay guys, so I've just done my brows off camera and the reason I've done that is because they're basically just not great at the moment. I need to go and see my brow girl. I need to see my nail lady. I just like, lockdown is killing me. So I've done my brows off camera. I haven't filled them in any differently to what I usually do, but do let me know if you want an updated brow tutorial in the comments below. So today we're going to play with the Lilac Pastels from Huda Beauty. Basically I've chosen to go with the lilac one, and the reason why I've done that is because I just feel like the colors are so super beautiful. And I don't usually do this kind of thing on my eyes, so let's get straight into it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is take my Marc Jacobs concealer, and I'm just going to take that on a Tarte. I'm going to take it on an angled Tarte synthetic brush, and I'm just going to pat that over my eye. Now you guys know that the reason why I do this is to build a really nice beautiful base over my eye first. Now that that's complete, I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush and we are going to dip straight into this lilac shade over here, and I'm going to mix in a little of this, and we're just going to start to create the crease line. So I'm just tilting my head back and we're just going to start to apply that through my socket line. So we really need this purpley shade to come up and above my lashes that I'll be putting on. The lashes that I'm going to be using are going to be pretty big, so we want this socket line to really come up and above. We're glamming today. So I told you guys a little while ago I actually really like to use circular motions in this area here and then almost kind of blend it up into that front section of my brow. Oh, we're getting such a beautiful pigment build up here. Oh my goodness, I never do these sorts of colors on my eyes. I just feel like when it comes to my eyes, I'm not the kind of person that like experiments with color, you know? I'm just that like really kind of neutral, earthy tone, bronzy. So the next thing that I'm going to do is actually introduce my I'm going to introduce my Morphe 25A. I think this is the Saweetie, maybe it's not, collaboration? I think so. So I'm going to introduce this one, and I'm just going to pick up the shade Stage Persona and Major Inspo, and we're just going to start to work that onto the outsides of my eye. The reason being is that I want this look to like really pop. So I'm just going to take a, what am I going to take? I'm going to take a flat shader brush for this, and I'm going to start to work on Major Inspo. Wow, this color is so pigmented. Okay, so now it's time to blend that off. Oh, I'm loving this purple. This is so fun. Who is this new woman I'm becoming in lockdown? Experiment with color. So now we're going to carve out my mobile lid. So I'm just going to take a little bit of my Marc Jacobs concealer. We're going to carve out my mobile lid. Now I'm actually going to pick up a concealer brush. This one's from Quartz Beauty, and I'm actually going to dip into this beautiful like pinky goldy shade. I'm going to lay that down first, and I want to see what it looks like. Wow, that's so beautiful. Now we're going to press this shade right here. I'm just going to press that over. just to create like a really nice transition from that really light shade to that dark purple. So for my liner today, I'm just going to take my Urban Decay Glide On pencil. This is probably one of my favorite pencils to use at the moment. It's the 24/7 Glide On Waterproof and Long Lasting Eyeliner by Urban Decay. And I'm just going to run that over my lash line. Now don't worry if this isn't perfect because we're just going to blend it off later. So I'm now just going to take a bullet brush and blend that off. So now that we have that liner on, I'm just going to go and apply my Too Faced Damn Girl mascara. And we are all ready for lashes. For lashes today, I'm going to take my Nikkia Joy Ava lashes. Tilting my head back, I'm just going to pop the lashes on the lash bed. Ooh, today is not my day to stick lashes on, that's for sure. So for foundation, I'm actually going to take two different types of foundation today. I'm going to take my Zoeva Authentic Skin Foundation, and I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty Hydrating Longwear Foundation. The reason I'm taking the two is one, because I need to mix two colors, and two, if you are someone who prefers a little bit more of a matte finish, you could go for the Zoeva, or it's kind of like a velvety finish. But if you are someone who likes a little bit more of a dewy finish and does have really dry skin, we could definitely go for the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Longwear Pro Filter. So on an IT Cosmetics brush, I'm just going to dip into those two products, and I'm just going to start to apply the foundation in the center of the face, and I'm going to move it down. Now when we get to my forehead, I only like to use a little bit of product. I don't like to use too much foundation over the forehead. The reason being is because I don't want to make it look too cakey, and apply the most product in the center of the face and then work it down to the jawline and do circular motions. For concealer today, I'm just going to take the Marc Jacobs Accomplice Concealer. So I'm taking that product directly onto my face, running it down the sides of my nose just to lift me up a little, over the chin, around the nose, and a little on the forehead as well. Now just taking my Beauty Blender, I'm just going to press that into my skin. My Beauty Blender is a little bit more drier today, but that's okay because the concealer is so creamy that it actually just kind of moving better with a little bit more of a drier sponge. So we're getting a really nice medium to full coverage, especially underneath the eye once I've applied that concealer. Now to set my under eye, I'm going to take the Huda Beauty Translucent in Cupcake, and I'm going to take my Beauty Blender, and I'm going to press that product underneath my eye. This is going to give me a really beautiful airbrush finish. I love the smell of this, it's so beautiful. So we're basically going to press over anywhere that we put that concealer before. And for the rest of my face, I'm going to use Cashew by Fenty Beauty. And I'm going to use a big powder brush for this from Zoeva. And then we're going to take that big fluffy brush and dust off underneath the eye. Now for bronzer today, I'm going to take my Omega Tantastic bronzer from Marc Jacobs. And with the Zoeva 105, we're just going to work that onto my cheekbones and softly blend that into my hairline. With my big powder brush, I'm just going to press that into my forehead to give me a little bit more of an all-over bronze. Now we're going to give a little more definition to the nose, so I'm just going to take a 235 from Zoeva, which is an angled brush, and I'm going to take my Tantastic bronzer and just kind of run it down the sides of my nose. This is just going to give me a really nice, defined nose in photos. With my same bronzing brush, I'm just going to dip into Ginger Binge and apply a little of that onto my cheeks. Now to slightly highlight my face a little more, I'm going to take Showstopper from Marc Jacobs, which is this one right here. Now what I love about this highlight is that it is just so big, like you get so much product in there. And I'm just going to take a Sephora fan brush and I'm going to apply that really softly to the tops of my cheekbones. Now because that blush gave me a lot of highlighting around here, because it's actually a highlighting duo, I don't need too much of this. So I'm going to take a little down the bridge of my nose, on top of the Cupid's bow. With my concealer brush from the Makeup by Mario and Sephora collection, I'm just going to apply a little bit of that highlight right in the inner corner. To finish off my look, I'm just going to go in with my Lilac Pastel palette from Huda Beauty, and we're going to pick up these two shades right here and just blend them into my bottom lashes. So just taking some Bad Girl Bang mascara for my bottom lashes, I'm just going to look up. Now I added a little bit more of a beige liner inside my eye just to open them up a little bit more. So now that I've applied that mascara, my eyes are feeling way more awake and way more open. For my lips today, I'm taking Huda Beauty in the shade Wifey. And I'm just going to apply that to the outsides of my lip and then run it all the way over. And then as a gloss, I'm going to take the Bite Beauty in Vanilla Latte. This literally smells like a vanilla latte. Now to set that all together, I'm going to take my What It Do by Fenty Beauty. I'm just going to set over that makeup and make sure it stays in place. Well, that is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching my flawless base tutorial. I hope you're all safe and healthy at home with your families, and I hope to see you in my next one very soon.